If you drive to UW-Madison, whether you're a commuter, international student, or what have you, you're screwed. You're losing before you even get to class here. 'Cause parking, it's a nightmare. From the moment I started going to school here, I have struggled finding parking myself, and I've given up completely at this point because it's just too unreasonable and expensive. $250 a month for parking, if you're lucky to find a spot. For many students, driving isn't a choice, it's a necessity. But the school, it's not keeping up. The house I live in with 30 others, including me, has one small driveway. One spot for 30 people? Sounds bad, right? Gets worse though. The spot is owned by the city, and it requires a separate permit to use, meaning we don't have access to our own driveway. Seems pretty unreasonable of the landlord and the city, right? Well, we're not the only ones. If you go up and down Langdon Street, if you go to other streets like Gilman, Washington, other streets that people live on, they're dealing with the same issues. Lack of parking on their own properties nearby. There really doesn't seem to be any good options. And the options that are there are way too expensive. This isn't a problem you see at other schools. You really don't. We're one of the schools that is leading in this category of lack of parking. The shortages that we have at this school with parking, the inability to find good parking and really have to rely on private parking just speaks a lot to this. Not to mention, when you make parking this inaccessible, it's not just annoying, it's a class issue. It hits low-income, first-gen students, out-of-state students the hardest. Our school positions itself as a champion of diversity when it comes to bringing in all types of people from all places of the world. How do we expect to maintain this standard when parking can't be made accessible to all types of people? It's only made accessible to those with deep pockets, and that is a problem. It's about time we ask, why aren't we being made available better options for every student to thrive with parking? Where's the effort being made? Why is it not being made, and how can we make the effort? It's simple. Let's open weekend-only lots for students. Let's offer commuter permits that aren't $250 a month. Let's turn unused space into something students can actually use, because there's plenty of that. These are simple but surprisingly effective methods we could take now as a school and a city to make parking more accessible for all students. And frankly, it's something we should have done a while ago. I encourage all of you watching this video to get out your phones and email your ASM rep. That's the Associated Student Council rep, and we have plenty of those. There's over 30. You can find the link to them on the Wisconsin webpage, and we need to reach out to them to demand real commuter parking options. I even made a template. It's in the description below, and you can find it, and you can use that, or you can make your own too. But either way, this school is a big one, and this problem shouldn't be.